Hey everybody, and welcome to Minecraft. I know we haven't been here in a long time, and probably recognize some of the stuff behind me. Ooh. But let's get into it. This is going to be a mod for 1.12.2, which they are porting to, I think, 1.15, so you can ride dragons and all this good stuff. But let's get started. First off, I'm going to show you everything you can tame or everything you can make friends. Obviously, you can get dragons by killing the big ones. The females, which I will go over, that they do not have these spots. As you can see, this is a male dragon. Because of the spots in the wings, if you want to get a baby dragon, you will have to kill a stage 5 dragon, which is much difficult. And if you guys remember from the pirate episode, it rocked my shit. So that was not fun. But the females will not have spots in their wings. They will just be plain. They'll have that pattern instead of the spots on them. Simply kill her, and she should drop one egg of, I think, a random color egg from the dragon eggs, but I'm not 100% sure, as I've never actually got to kill a dragon because they always rock me. Now off to some of the older mobs, but gosh dang rain. Crud. There you go. Now these are hippogriffs. Now they're kind of like griffins, but instead of being half lion, they're half horse. And these guys got a model update a long time ago. As you see, their claws are a lot different, and they look a lot better. But this is the black hippogriff. You can find him in desert hills. The brown hippogriff, found in mountains. Very nice. My favorite one, the gray hippogriff that looks like Buckbeak from Harry Potter, can be found in dark forests, where also fairies can be found. You can find the chestnut hippogriff in the birch forest hills. The cream hippogriff, which we don't have because it died. So I have to spawn that in real quick. And hit it. And there you go. Oh, isn't it kind of cute? Not a cute, actually. It's like a little hawk. Aw. Yeah. So you can find him in the Savannah Plateaus. The dark brown hippogriff can be found in Taiga Hills. The white hippogriff, or the snowy owl looking one, will be found in Snowy Mountains. Very nice. And this is the dodo griffin. This is actually an Easter egg one, or a special one that you can only get by feeding it a glistering melon. And you'll get this funny looking one right here if the villager would just go away real quick. Now, I could not find an area where ice dragons spawn, but this guy right here is a snow villager. And you will find them kind of in their village on top of mountains, and they will trade you snow or fish or other things for sapphires. And then sapphires for fishing spears, which you can use to get all the fish that you want, and then trade it right back at them. Now, onto the other tables is the Amphitheer, I can never say it, or the feathered serpent from Mayan culture. Now, see, these guys spawn in jungles, and you'll see them flying around. They're very quick. They really don't do attacks. They will attack you, but if you tame one, they will not actually attack anything. They're more of a get in and get out kind of thing. So to tame one, you need to shoot it down with a bow and arrow, crossbow, or whatever kind of weapon you might have in your modded or vanilla game. They will land, simply hop on top of them, and then they will simply let you tame it after a while. It's kind of like a horse. Let's see if I can just grab this real quick. I'll show you. So here's your amphitheater. You'll see them. So that one is trying to attack, but I have. Let's see if I can just. Don't worry, my armors that took me through. So you simply just want to shoot it, and then when it lands, where'd it go? Since it is on the ground, I just wanted to just show, and you just kind of hop on him. Ooh, where'd he go? Yeah, see, he's trying to bite me right now. But since I've been creative mode, he's not going to actually hurt me. So you just kind of sit on him. Ooh, there you go. Come on. Accept me. Accept me. Oh, this blue one's actually kind of pretty. You will not win this. Oh boy. So that biting is where he will knock you off. So I don't think that you're going to hold on the whole time. Just only because I'm in creative mode is allowed. I think. Yep. And now I am tame. So as you can see, I'll ride everywhere. Now, if you want to get around quickly, I suggest the amphitheater over the dragon, just because I mean, look at this. They are extremely fast. And they just seem to glide really well. Yeah. And I don't know if you can breed them. I don't think you can. Ooh, where are you going? Stop moving. There, sit. Might be a bit of a bug from tame. Ooh. But I'm sure. Now on to the next mob is the cockatrice. These guys you actually get from rotten eggs from your chickens. But it seems that the male ones spawn a lot more common than the female ones. and they're basically like a rooster and a hen. So the hen one will be white and have this kind of body, and these are the males. These guys are super protective of your chickens, so if you leave them with your chickens, they will protect them to the bitter end, shooting just about anything that comes to attack them. So I got a couple of these guys, so I'll have them stand up real quick. Let's just get a crepper. What was that? Oh, it's these guys. Yeah, these guys will follow you. They're like wolves, but just a little better, I would think. So if I hit this creeper, they're gonna see. So they do this beam, which they'll do in the wild if they're not tamed to you, and it will hurt you. I'm hoping that they'll kill this creeper before. Oh, yep. So yeah, these guys are quite strong. They're not super weak, and you can have them patrol, sit, wander. I prefer having them on sit because I don't want them dying. And getting the egg is really hard. Unless you just have a bunch of chickens, then it wouldn't take too long to actually get them. Now I just remembered, I didn't go over how to tame a hippogriff. So if you want to tame a hippogriff, you're actually going to need a rabbit's foot. You're going to need a lot of them. And you can't, since I'm in creative mode, I can just, but what you got to do is that they'll just stand, if you go in, if you're in adventure, they will run away. So you want to like, kind of throw the rabbit's foot, so he'll eat it. And you just keep going until he eventually sits down. Yep, so now he's tamed. I suggest getting Wala, or the mod that allows you to see, and it'll let you know that they're tamed. So now he's tamed, and he will be my bestest friend. And you can fly these guys. Actually, I don't have a saddle for them. There we go. Can I ride? There you go. There you go. And yeah, and these guys aren't bad either. They're not as fast as the Amphitheater, but, you know, they're pretty cool. They are somewhat quick, but I still think that the Amphitheater is the fastest of all the mobs that are flying. So let this guy be. Now on to, I'm going to say, all the armors that you're going to want to get. And there is quite a bit. You know, I have to do something real quick because he is... Alright. You need to just go away. How do I... Go. Where's your hitbox? Where's your hitbox? Okay, that just might be a bug. I think there's just a bug. Okay, we're just gonna let him be. So this is the sheep outfit. You're gonna actually need to fight the Cyclops. It is made with... Ooh, crub. I am not prepared for this. To make this, you're gonna need wool of any color around leather armor. And basically put this on to fight the Cyclops, which we'll do. I'll show that off in a bit. This is the Deathworm armor made with the chitin that they drop, such as this. You need the corresponding color. So if you want red, white, or the tan one, I guess you're gonna need the certain chitin that goes with it. And then this is the Myrmex armor, and you're gonna need their chitin, which is really easy to get if you find the nest. And same thing, any armor pattern, and you're gonna need the specific color to get the certain one that you want. And it comes in this variant and the jungle variant, which is this bluish one. Now this armor is a very rare armor, and we'll get into this, how to make this in a bit, but you're going to need special iron for it. And this is the Fire Dragon armor steel, the Dragon Steel, otherwise just known as Fire Dragon outfit. It's very good. It's got 30 armor. It's extremely tough. It's not as tough as, well, these are both rather tough, but not much tougher than the normal Dragon armor. And this is the Ice variant. Very nice. And then this is Fire Dragon armor. You're going to need dragon scales, and then the same thing as you normally do with armor, just put them in your crafting bench and you will have the full set. And there's a green variant, the bronze variant, and the black variant. And this is the Ice Dragon armor, same as the Fire Dragon. You just need to get their scales, put it in the same pattern you would for normal armor, and you will have silver, a blue, I forget this one, I think this is like a sapphire, and then, of course, a white one. I gotta just go to that potion effect now. Starting to really... Alright. Next is the Tide armor. Now this is purple. Oh, the Tide Guardian. These you get from sea serpents. Now you do need their scales, but you also need an additional thing. You need to get shiny scales as well to make this whole armor. And they come in various colors. Very nice. My favorite one is actually this one right down here. This fella, this red one's my favorite. Then you got the green one, the bronze one, And actually, to get the shiny scales, you need these guys. You need hippocants. Oh, and I forgot to show these guys off too. But you need to kill them. They will drop these scales that you need to make the armor. Then this is obviously a tamed one. Yes, you can tame these guys by using sponges, but you have to be quick because they're rather fast. They're the fastest mob you have in the water, and I don't know. I haven't been able to ride them. Maybe you guys can figure it out. I've tried saddles. I've tried clicking them. Nothing seems to happen. But they also come in various colors too. Now they don't make armor, and it doesn't matter what color you get. You kill them, they will always drop the shiny scales. The percentile, I'm not sure, but you can kill them, and you will get your shiny scales to make the serpent armor. Now on to the next set of armor is troll armor. This is the mountain armor, and this one you need troll leather and tusks to make the armor. Now for the chest, I'm not really sure because I've actually never seen a troll in the game. Yep, just need leather, which you get from trolls, and they spawn underground. If you can get them above ground, they will turn to stone during the day. This is mountain, very nice. They all kind of look the same, with just a slight difference in color to make it look different. And this is the ice one, very nice. Now the final armor is silver, and it's just like normal armor. You just need the bar, put it in the thing, and bada boom, bada bing, and then you have your silver armor. Now, of course, all these armors have their different thing. Obviously, silver is 12, then you got 17. These armors are actually rather weak compared to most of them. The serpent armor is 23 full armor. The dragon scale is at 26. The chitin armor is at 20. The deathworm armor is at 17. As we saw, the dragon steel is at 30, though that is the highest one you get out of this mod for armor. Now this does go inside with Tinker's Construct, and you can make it even better, stronger, and what have you. But this one is the lowest, obviously, because it's just went for a disguise. You're not actually supposed to use it for defense, but it has 7. Now on to some fun things. So these are the legendary weapons of old. So every weapon here is corresponding to a skull, but not every mob in this mod actually drops a skull, such as the Deathworms, the Myrmex, the Hippocanthus, the fairies, the forget their names, and obviously Gorgon. You're gonna actually get their head, but we'll go into that in a little bit. First is the Stamflin bird, which is a bird that has feathers that will shoot. Ooh, and I just deleted it. All right, cool. That's fun. Which actually drop these feathers, which you can use to make arrows. Yes, so the metallic feathers you get from them by having them attack you, they will shoot them on the ground, and they'll just kind of pop off, kind of like that. And you just walk up, pick them up. But this is the Stamflin bird dagger. To make this, you're going to need 2 feathers, 1 stick, and it is a legendary attacks extremely fast. Ooh. So you just see, as you see, the rate for recharging since the combat update is extremely quick. Now if I get a creeper again, spawn him in. You see he's got 3 hearts. 3 hearts. Also, since I got these guys, these guys do help quite a bit since they're so close. If we go further away where they're not going to actually be able to attack, you'll watch. So 3 hearts, boom, 3 hearts, 3 hearts, and then he dies. This weapon is extremely strong and extremely powerful, and it's actually kind of easy to get. If you have a team of 1 or more players, you can actually get this rather quickly. Get that egg. Next is the Cockatrice Scepter, which withers targets when using these on multiple entries. So again, it's pretty much just what they do, except now you just have it with you if you don't have a bunch of cockatrice. We're going to get a bunch of them, and then we just charge it up, and you pretty much become a cockatrice. You see, it gives decent speed of damage. Yeah, so see, these guys are right next to each other, so they're going to also take damage. So to make this, you're actually going to need a withered bone shard, a withered bone, and a cockatrice eye, which is a rare drop from the cockatrice if you kill them. Now, withered bones you get from withers, obviously, and you just throw them in your crafting mate and you get withered shards. On to the next weapon is the Hippogriff Talon Sword, and you make it like this with 1 talon, 2 feathers, 1 iron, and 1 stick. And it is a good slashing weapon. So let's actually get these guys over here again, my test subjects. There's just spawn a bunch of men. Alright, and then you just, boom! You can hit up to 2, it looks like 2 people at a time, but my cockatrices are over here, they know that I'm in danger, so they're going to come. As you can see, these guys they were way over there, and we got 1 that come over here and immediately come to save the day. This does rather good damage, as you can see. Look at this. He has, boom, down to 3.5 hearts, down to half the heart. So I would say this is rather a good sword to get. Maybe not the best damaging sword, but it does the job. Okay, and now this is the Amphitheater Machula. Not really sure how to say that, if that's the right way. It'll knock enemies away. So if I hit this fella, as you threw him in the air. So yeah, this is a good keep away if you want to keep people from. It'll really just throw them up. So if you're near a cliff, just throw them up and boom. You just gotta stand right there, dude. Stop interrupting. To make this, you're gonna need 2 feathers from the amphitheater, 2 planks of whatever you want, and then 4 obsidian. So this is a rather good actual weapon, I would think, with the obsidian. So it's gonna have good durability, and it even disables shields. So that's kind of awesome. That guy's still just doing his thing, ain't he? All right. And these are obviously their skulls. Each one you can get. It's a rare. I don't know if you'll get them every time, but you definitely can get them, and they're very good for decorations. Now, so you have the fire dragon, ice dragon. They all both have their own sword, which is counterproductive towards each other. This is the flame dragon sword. This is good against ice dragons and will set everyone on fire. And this one does the opposite. This is damage against fire dragons and freezes targets. So if I go to this Crepper. Oh, he's a half heart, so see, as you saw, it's frozen for a quick second, and then he's just moving nowhere. But this one will set you on fire and deal heavy damage. So yeah, not bad weapons. Oh, I didn't show the crafting recipe. You're gonna need dragon blood and a bone sword. That's it, per one. So to get dragon blood, you need a glass bottle and right-click on a dead dragon, and then you will get your dragon sword. And it works for the same thing for the ice dragon. You need ice dragon blood, put it with a bone dragon sword, which you need withered bones and dragon bones, and you make it just like a normal sword. Next is probably one of the coolest weapons, I would think, is the trident. It's very strong and pierce enemies. And to make this, I'm going to show off her away. You need 3 serpent's fangs, 2 serpent scales, a dragon bone, and a diamond. So let's see if we can get a couple guys to stand in a row real quick. So if I just charge it back and just boom. See, as I went through a couple of these guys, see that? Killed the guy behind him. So if I go right here, see, so it's rather strong, I would think. And as you see, it's kind of see-through in the 2 spots. Kind of a nice touch. And then is the Hydra Heart, which is the newest mob. I really don't know what this one does. The Heart is increased regeneration. Oh, interesting. So this one will actually give you regeneration since the Hydra will actually regenerate its head. So if I go into game mode, there you go. So it should, in theory then, when I jump off here, oh, yeah, I guess it should higher at the air. All right, let's see. See, it's healing me right away. So this is a good weapon to use in combat, I would think. So let's try that again. So see, right away I get healed up rather fast, good regeneration, and it doesn't use up any durability. And this rain, I swear to goodness. So you can kind of just keep this one forever. I don't know if it increases the effect if you have more than one, which actually would be interesting to note. Let's try this out. Boom. Okay, let's actually, if I get 2 of them, if I get 3, does it increase the effect? Let's try that out. So let's say I have 3 in my hotbar. Still got regeneration going. We'll wait for it to go away. Alright, so let's see. I got 3 of them. Does it hurt? Doesn't seem to go any faster. So long as you have 1, you'll be fine. If you have like more than 1, I guess if you have friends online or something, you could possibly just trade the weapon with them. Oh, that's for later. Okay.
Mic off.
Pardon me.
Mic on.
Next is the troll. Now the trolls are, like I said, found underground, and this is their skull. Kind of creepy. Kind of looks like a gorilla. But they have a bunch of legendary weapons. First they have the trunk from the forest troll, the troll stole column, the frost troll's coal. I'm guessing, nope. just called coal, the troll axe, the mossy column, the hammer, and the tree trunk. Well, I guess there's more than one. So these, though, I would think, rather good. They're very heavy, so you can see. Oh, I look ridiculous. So they do look rather huge, kind of on you as a player, and, well, you look rather strong. You're holding a whole column. That looks more like a axe than a hammer, but that's just me. So if you want to show off to your friends that, hey, look how much I can lift. So let's just go to these cows real quick. We'll just they kind of do roughly the same damage. Yeah, they all do about 16 damage, so not too different, just different looks. I'm just going to use this axe, this log, and just boom. So it does have a really long recharge, so boom. It does good damage, but you will be paying for it. So let's go to the next items. This is the Cyclops Skull. You will find him in various little dungeons, or his little dome, which we'll actually go visit real quick, but he drops his eye occasionally. And this is an awesome. So this will, just like the thing, you don't right click it or anything. It just gives weakness to enemies, so not really can show that too well, but because everything on here is rather strong. But if you're surrounded by a bunch of zombies or something, you can just use this high of weakness. It'll make them a lot easier to kill, and well, then you won't have to worry about dying. Now onto the last few weapons that you actually can create too. These obviously are drops, so you really can't make these as far as I know. We can double check though, in case I'm wrong. Nope. These will drop from the trolls, so you'll have to kill trolls and hopefully get those. But these weapons you can create, and they don't actually, well, you actually have to create them all, mostly. But these do not have skull variants, so obviously you're going to have to just create them as normal. So to make the Deathworm Gauntlet, you're going to need 1 Deathworm Tongue, 5 Chitin, and 1 Chain. To make chain, you're going to need links in this pattern. To make a chain, you're going to need 4 Iron Nuggets. And this is kind of a, so you right click and it just grabs mobs pretty much. So let's go find a pig or something. Oh, perfect, there's a cow. So basically just right click, it pulls it right towards you. So just like the mob, it'll pull towards you. So it does have a distance. And see, it kills him. I don't know, can you grab items with it? Nope, does not seem like you can grab items with it. So yeah, this isn't too bad, but I don't know why you'd want to pull mobs towards you. Next is the Jungle Myrmic Swarm and the Desert Myrmic Swarm. These pretty much work the same. You right click it. It is a one-time use, by the way, and you get these little ones. Oh, you guys are kind of cute. And they will protect you for 30 seconds, I guess? Yep, for 30 seconds. It is a single use, so once you use it, it is gone forever. So you can't just... So even here, even if I go in creative mode, it won't let me grab another one. What if I grab this one? And I can grab this one, but now I can't have that one. So now I have both desert and jungle. See, the jungle one's a lot more blue, more vibrant than the desert one. These guys will stick around for about 30 seconds. They don't have much health, but I'm guessing in the swarm they do quite a bit. Next is the Fairy Wand, or the Pixie Wand. And this, ooh, let's see, you need pixie dust, and it will shoot as a gun, sort of. Oh, that's not how you spell pixie, Montana. Alright, so... really don't see any... Ooh, I just killed one of my own guys. I'm guessing wherever you are looking is where it'll be. Because I can't see any indication. So you're gonna hit that pig up there? Oh, there it is. Do I have to hold it? No. Oh. And it's lifted him. Cool. Interesting. So there's no really indication of when shooting, so that is maybe something interesting to learn, to figure out for your weapon. Next is the Hippocanthus Slapper. Oh, this just sounds like a fun time. We'll find something to slap around. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we'll get some spiders. We've been slapping around creepers too much. Boom. Spiders. I hate spiders. So, to make this, you're going to need 1 Hippocanthus fin and a stick. So, rather easy, but not too deadly. It's just kind of slap. Doesn't do too much. Just a simple weapon, really. I wouldn't really call this, unless I'm doing something wrong. Oh, it does slow them. So, it confuses and slows. So, it's not too... It's more of a... slap them around and run out of their weapon, not kind of one you'd want to go into combat with constantly. So on to the next weapon, and this would be the Medusa Ted, and the Whistle. So the Siren Flute. This is the worst one in my mind because I hate Siren. But to make this, you're going to need shiny scales, 1 Siren Tear, which is from the Sirens, and a Dragon Bone Flute, which is 1 iron, 2 Dragon Bones. So this pretty much, just like the Siren, you get near some hostile mobs, and now these guys are going to kind of be our friend. Yeah, for 10 seconds they will not be able to attack us, so we can be like, what's up, bro? So if I go into game mode right now, they shouldn't attack me. Oh, no, I was wrong. So that was the only one that got it, I think. Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah. Make sure you are careful with that one. And obviously then this is the Gorgon Head, which you get from Medusa, which from killing her you'll get its one-time use, and you can turn any mob to stone. Boom. So that's a one-time use, and you can pick these up using a Silk Touch pickaxe, and you can have these little mob statues everywhere. Now we're going to move on to the pixies and how to get pixie dust. If you want to capture pixie, you're going to need a jar, and to make a jar, you're going to need glass and planks. And you make it like this, in this configuration, and you simply right-click it. So when you have them all in your jar, you just wait for them to sit down, and you just right-click them all, and they will drop pixie dust for you. And of course you can't eat it. By eating it, it'll start floating. Obviously I'm in creative mode, and I'm not hungry, but yeah. And if you want to tame a pixie, which is why I have all this cake, you just get some cake, and you have to throw it at them. Pixies love cake, apparently. So I will show that real quick. So if I spawn in a pixie, you throw some cake at them. You actually have to throw it at them, too. It's kind of hard, kind of difficult. Unless they change it. Oh, yep, see? I tamed one. It takes 1 cake. Now they're my friend, and I don't got to worry about it, and they'll sit down, and they'll be friendly to me. But the wild ones will be cruel. They will actually steal from you, which is not ideal. And they give different effects. So these two give me haste and luck. I don't really know what luck does. So every pixie does that different. What I don't remember which one. I think this one was swiftness. I don't remember. But we're going to move on to some of the newer areas, which are the Fairy Village, Gorgon, Cyclops, Hydra, and all these other fun things. We're going to start with the Myrmex first. Now, this will be found in desert and in jungles. That is a wild death worm. They will hide underground, but that is a colossal one, which you can kill and eventually tame. I didn't tame one because they are difficult to do even in creative mode. And they live under the sand, but they're not very smart, so it should be able to trick them easily with some cactus walls and TNT. They will live under the ground and wait for you to walk and attack you, which is why you see these big ones are free into the water, which would be a lot easier to kill them and collect the chitin you need. And obviously, if you want some dragon bones, dragons can be found everywhere in the desert. It seems like I've seen a lot of these dead ones everywhere. So if you need some bones real quick, just find a dead dragon like this and you should be good. But this will be a Myrmex dungeon, or I guess nest. And it has all this stuff in here. And if you go inside, it's kind of dark. So let's get a torch real quick. I don't know why I didn't think about that. And this goes way deep in here. Oh, we got some water in here. They might actually all be dead. There's lots of tunnel. Oh, there's the queen and her posse. The queen is actually the most deadliest out of here. She can kill you rather quick no matter what armor. I've tried it with the dragon steel, and she usually takes me out really quickly. Now these are her children. They're royals. So when she dies, one of these girls will turn into the new queen. And there's usually a bunch of guards around here, which I'm surprised there isn't. So I don't know if that's just a spawning location or just because of the water. Oh, there's one. A sentinel, I think it's called, isn't it? Yes. Well, these guys are really cool. I really, really like these guys out of all the Myrmexes. They will lay down and turn into the sand, and so this way they're camouflaged and you can't see it. And they will poison and beat the crud out of you. So these guys are awesome. There are workers. Obviously, I've not seen any workers, but they bring items like cactus, food, anything that they can find to bring it into the nest and put it in. If I can find it. And these are Myrmex cocoons. They'll have all sorts of random things in here. You can find them actually in this whole place. and it's I don't know, it's kind of neat. If you do, you can tame the Myrmex. I don't know how. I couldn't find a way to do it on the wiki. Maybe I'm just not reading the right spot. Ooh. I thought that was like interesting. Oh, it's sticky. Wait, I swear it just bounced. But yeah, the Myrmex are deadly. I would not go in here alone. If anything, I would come in here with your dragon or a team, because usually they don't swarm like this, but they will wreck you. But we're gonna move on past that and onto the we'll do the Hydra, the newest mob. Of course, it'll be raining in the desert. I'm in here. So this is obviously the Hydra, the newest mob. They do come in different colors. This is the red variant, my favorite one, I would say. And it's got 3 heads it starts off with. Now, you're probably thinking this would be an easy battle, but it's actually not. Oh, he's shooting poison at someone. I will actually show you, because you're going to want... you don't have to use this sword, but I'm going to use it because it actually has fire on it. But you need a weapon with fire on it, bow, arrow, bow, whatever you want. And you need to just keep going at it. As you see, the head will come off. You just keep going until there's no more heads. But, oh, I've got the... because it's raining, the fire does nothing, and so his head grew back. Now he's got more health. So you want to just get something with fire and just wail on him. So he starts on fire, otherwise his head will keep growing back. So this is not a boss I would fight in the rain, because it'll not work. So as you see, he's down to 1 head now. He's got 5 health, but he's not growing his head's back. He'll die. Now boom, and then you get your Hydra Fangs. Obviously the 12 labors of Hercules. That was one of the things Hercules is. He killed the Hydra. So yeah, but in the Hydra nest you'll have armor, all sorts of books, all sorts of random loot, and a free skeleton skull if you need a couple of them. And these guys are found in this swamp, and they have a little hill like this. They look kind of like this little like mound of dirt. So look out for that, and you will find your Hydra. But I would not go in here without some kind of weapon that deals with fire damage to keep them off blaze, so you don't have their heads grow back. Now we're going to show off some cockatrice, which spawn in savanna biome. So as you see, here's the female variant, or maybe this is the male variant. I'm not really 100% sure, but this is what they look like. They spawn in packs, they roam all over the savanna biomes, and they will attack you immediately. And on to the next one. Now this is a new thing they did, where Cyclops, like this guy, will just wander around biomes. I don't know if this is just he's a biome-specific one, or what his deal is, but he will wander around with sheep on his own, so do keep an eye out for them. If you do want to fight these guys, I recommend going for this big gaping eyeball, because they will go blind, and they will no longer be able to see you, but they can smell you. And we'll get more into that here in a second. Now this is the Cyclops home. As you can see, it's got treasure, it'll be everything sheep-wise for loot. You got different sheep in here. Usually there's more than 1 chest in here. But these bones, I'm assuming they'd be dragon bones. The only thing I can think that this guy would eat. But these guys also got an update where now they have kind of facial hair, and they come in different looks, well, face-wise, but not like body-wise. Now, I did mention about the sheep suit. So what you're going to need for that is this sheep disguise, which I remembered earlier. You need leather and wool. So you want to put this on to save your life. If I leave this right here and go in creative mode, the game mode. So right now, he won't see me. So as long as I shift and I keep this on, as you see, he doesn't attack me. So you're going to be right here. It looks like a sheep to him. So he doesn't know I'm here. Now this, I think, is a really cool concept of using armor to stay safe in a boss fight. As you see, he doesn't notice me. I'm not here. I don't exist, so he doesn't matter. But whether or not, let's see if I open this up. Nope, see, you can grab all the loot and he can just chill here. You can be best friends. But as soon as I take this off, see, he notices I'm here. That's why I gotta run for my life. Woo! So you're gonna want to put the whole set on. Otherwise, he will see and smell you and he'll come after you. But since I have this on, he thinks I'm just a sheep. And that, I think, is the coolest thing. So long, dude. Now, over here is the Medusa Temple. Now, these spawn kind of everywhere. I would say normally near coasts, which would make sense. Oh, and there's your sirens. Let's see, they spawn on rocks and in little things, usually bigger. But you want to kind of be prepared with earplugs so you don't hear their song. But the Medusa temples spawn usually near the coast, but they're kind of frequent. As I was looking for one of these, I found like 6 more of them. So don't worry about not finding enough Medusa heads for stuff. You're going to want to come in here, and I'm going to just give myself night vision real quick, because the torches is not just working as well as I wish they used to. And I just threw my night potion. And boom. Ah, right. Dynamic lighting. I should turn that off real quick. We'll just use a torch. Screw it. Torch. Torch. There you go. So then in this whole little area, you're gonna need to. There's a puzzle you need to figure out. So this is a lever here, and there's a lever right here. Oh, that's it, really? Huh, I thought there was more to it. So basically, those levers and come down here in her den. So she should be. So let's see, poor skeleton. He didn't make it. She should be right here. Yeah. So to fight her, you're gonna need a blindfold. And you're going to need this with string, and I think it was wool. Nope, leather and string. Boom, you put this on and you fight her. Oop, and then she will... Obviously, there's problems with her because her face, I think, changes when you beat her up slightly. So there might just be issues on my end because I'm using shaders. But this is how you just kind of beat her up, you get her head, and then that will be that. So it's not too bad of a boss fight. Now we're going to move to the fairy village. Now these guys are found in the dark oak forest. Kind of like, this is, you'll kind of find them like this sometimes. There's a lot of water, but they live in these tiny little hovels. And like I said, be careful, because when there's a lot of them, they will steal things out of your inventory. And then that is not fun. But you can capture them and tame them, and they'll be kind of your best friends. Now that's kind of about it for everything. But we can go to another death warren. There was that big one was right here beforehand. As I said, remember, deserts will spawn most of everything. Like there's one right now. And also these fire flowers, which you'll need to breed fire dragons. So that is kind of everything so far with the mod that I know of. I do know that they want to add more another dragon to it. Ooh. Another dragon. Hey, you fixed yourself. Nice. I didn't have to kill you. Hey, look at that. She's still with me. What's going on? Here, sit down. I don't want you to die. Good. Oh, right. I didn't show you guys this. Now, this is... I'm going to have to get you out of here. You'll die. You'll straight up die. Ooh, okay. This is the Dragon Forge. Forge dragon armor here. You'll need dragon bone blocks, dragon fire forge pits, the fire aperture, and the fire dragon core. Now, to make this, you're going to need... you're actually need a lot of blocks. You're going to kind of make it like this, a T-shape of this at the bottom with one of these in every corner. This and then the core right behind it would then fill it out with the Dragon Forge bricks. Then the same thing on top as you did on the bottom. You make the Dragon Forge. Oh, I guess there's not a custom recipe for this. That can't be right. Wait a minute. So to make the bone block, you need just 9 dragon bones. To make the Dragon Forge bricks, you need any dragon scale block with stone bricks. And you need 9 dragon scales to make that. Then to make this, you need the Dragon Forge bricks with iron. And then there's no recipe for this, but I think you just need a dragon heart, depending on the dragon. So obviously you need a fire dragon heart for this one, and the ice variant for the other ones. Yes, there's an ice one, and it actually looks similar to it, which is pretty much... and I'm all over the place with this. Now, right here. So yes. Oh, maybe it's because it's lit. There we go. So you need the bricks and the heart. Same with this one, iced ones, and the fire and the ice heart. And I'll just show you quickly. You need the ice scales and the bricks. So it's pretty much the same thing, just depending on what your flavor text of armor is that you want. Now, to make this, you're going to need iron and dragon blood. So I actually have a good chest right here. So we're going to just plop these in there. And to get this started, you're going to need a dragon of that kind. Luckily, I have my buddy Stonehide here, and he'll walk right over here. You leave them there, and those should start doing it. As you look, it's starting to fill up. I don't think there's a difference if you get a bigger dragon. I think it's just going to be the same regardless. I know in the country you can fix it to be whatever, so you can put like gold apples, you can put like apple here in gold, and you can make notch enchanted apples maybe even somehow using this. But see, it fills up. Slowly but surely. And boom! We have Fire Dragon Steel. And as I mentioned earlier, you're going to need that Fire Dragon Steel to make the Fire Dragon Steel armor. How did you do that? I just did that. Oh, that was interesting. So that's this, and the same thing for the Frost Dragon Steel armor. You just do the same thing, but with a Frost Dragon. I'm going to get rid of him so that you aren't making any more of that, and we'll just put you over here. Over here. No! Stop! Oh. Okay. We're going to put you away because I think you're broken. No horn. Alright, cool. Now, there is something that didn't show in the mod, such as this. This is the Deadwood Keyhole. I don't know really what it does. I can't find anything, but it is for a new dimension, I'm thinking. So I got the Gravemaster key, and that's all that happens. So I'm not sure that's supposed to do anything just yet, but I'm assuming it would. And there are a bunch of mobs that they did add that I can't really find or figure out how to get. And that is the, not the Hydra, this is the Dread Knight. The Dread and Thrall is kind of going to be like a, if anyone's been to Northrend, it's going to be kind of like that, with a bunch of undead mobs. And I'll even show that guy off. I don't think we saw him. So this is the Dread Knight horse. It's just an undead horse with the, like, I'm going to call it the Death Knight eye glow. It's kind of neat. And then we have the, you're not going to tell me. Next is the, did I get it twice? That is the Dread Knight. So if there's a horse without a rider, the knight will go automatically to it. You can see they rise out of the ground. I think they just want to kill everything. If I spawn a couple horses in, as you see, the knights go right to the horses and they get on top. Next is the Dread Lich. I really don't know how these guys work or what they do, other than they are in the game and they are going to be a new mob added to a new dimension. Then is the Shuttler. Ugh. Kind of like a Nerubian spider gross thing. Ugh, I hate them. I just like how everything kind of appears out of the ground. Oh, there's the little versions. Ew. Then is the Dread Beast. Ooh. Oh, hey, it's attacking the armor stand. That's cool. Huh, interesting. Then is the Dread Ghoul. I think they're really attacking the armor stand. Huh. Oh no, my chicken! Oh, fine. Then is the Dread Thrall. And these ones kind of have... Oh no, they killed him. And then, yeah, he's kind of like a skeleton pretty much in armor. I think, seriously, I don't think that they're supposed to do that. Obviously, you can tell these guys aren't perfected yet. These guys aren't ready to be shown off. And they come in, like, different looks. Some of them have different armor on and stuff. But as you can see, they're not really ready just quite yet. That's why they're still working on it. And I hope it's going to be a cool thing. But now we show this guy off. Because I know I didn't show him off. We didn't see him anywhere. So let's just plop down here. This is the Sea Serpent. This little one. That's a big one. These guys are a pain in the butt to kill. They will drag you and shoot you with bubbles and just be a bad time. So that is that. Ooh, I almost deleted my buddy. And well, I hope you guys did enjoy this mod review. I know I was kind of over the place with it, but nevertheless, I hope you guys did enjoy it. And this is me and Stonehide, signing off.